Howdy, this is Chef Mick from Tony's Markets. Today we're going to make a lovely fondue to go with your garden vegetables. You don't always have to have bread with fondue. So I'm going to start here with a little milk. We're going to take some nice, fresh, local milk. Morning Fresh Dairies in Fort Collins, an amazing product. So take that fresh milk. We're just going to warm that up a little bit. Now in the other container, what we're going to do is we're going to start with about a tablespoon of butter and about a tablespoon of flour. These two are going to come together to make a little bit of a roux. So here's a little tip for you. We're heating this milk up. We want it to heat without scalding on the bottom, so I'm just going to put just a little pinch of sugar in there. The chemical reaction there keeps it from scalding so easily. So I want to bring this up to just to a simmer so it's nice and hot, and we'll mix these two together. All right, so we want the milk nice and warm, so we mix these two together very carefully that it doesn't clump and lump up. We don't want it lumpy. There we go. Okay. Just going to let that go on medium here. I'm going to get a little cheese here. What I've got here is a nice piece of Pleasant Ridge Reserve. It's a nice aged cheese and hard rind cheese. You could use this, you could use any cheese you really like. But what we want is a pretty full flavored cheese. And then we're going to whisk it in here. We get our sauce going to a simmer, and we're just going to add a little bit of cheese and stir until it mixes in. And then a little bit more cheese and stir until it mixes in. You know, I put in the half cup of cheese this calls for, but I want a little more. You can basically adjust this as you like. Now, if you wanted, you could serve this same fondue as a cheese sauce. Pour it over the top. I'd just make it a little thinner. But as a fondue, I like it nice and thick. Okay, little seasoning with salt, pinches of sea salt, and a little bit of white pepper. Should be good right there. And then, of course, you have to taste. Real careful, though. It's pretty hot. Oh, that's beautiful. Sorry, I'm not going to be sharing this with anybody today. Okay, that's basically done. We're going to just let that sit on low and stay warm. I got this nice cast iron pan, so it stays really nice. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put my vegetables on here. I've taken the vegetables and I basically just steam them, just a short steam. Each vegetable is different. The asparagus, 2-3 minutes. These green beans, maybe 10 minutes. It depends on the vegetables and the time of year. And then I've got some Chinese broccoli here. Put some of that over here. And then I've got some cooked cauliflower. Put it around the plate. So those are all blanched and steamed. Now I've got some raw vegetables. Let's go with some celery, some nice colorful carrots here, some yellow squash. In keeping with our shabby chic scene here, we're not going to worry about it being too beautifully displayed, but the key is to get nice color, nice contrasting colors in there. All right, and let's see, I think my bowl might be a little too small. Let me grab something a little smaller. It never turns out the way you want it to, does it? Then we'll take our fondue here. Okay, perfect. Now this would be great to serve as an appetizer for a half dozen, even 8 people, or you could serve it as a dinner if you wanted to take just the cheese, pour it over the vegetables like a sauce. The idea here is to feature the vegetables with just a little bit of something special like this cheese sauce. So anyone can make this recipe. You want to get the full recipe, go to digincolorado.com. Let's dig in.